Anxiety speaks, but what is it trying to tell you? What's going on, world? It's Timmésha, Miss Burgess, if you're nasty, and welcome to the colony of alchemity. Because turning pain into power is sexy, I'm the queen bee. That's Timmésha B. Up in this place, and thank you for being here. So let's get right into it. Anxiety speaks, but what is it trying to tell you? Now, I'm reading an excerpt from my book, Activate, Unorthodox Philosophies that explore anxiety, depression, and suicidal thoughts as symptoms of suppressed superpower. You can get your copy on Amazon in paperback or ebook, or you can order a copy directly from me via my website, TimméshaBurgess.com, and I will inscribe it and send it to you myself. So let's go. Anxiety speaks, but what is it trying to tell you? Now, according to the National Institute of Mental Health, NIMH, anxiety disorders affect 18.1% of adults in the United States. That's approximately 40 million adults between the ages of 18 and 54. Anxiety is associated with 3 or more of the following 7 symptoms. Now, I got this information, this research from www.ncbi.nlm.nih.gov/books. Number 1, anxiety is defined as restlessness or feeling keyed up or on edge. 2, being easily fatigued. 3, difficulty concentrating or mind going blank. 4, irritability. 5, muscle tension. 6, sleep disturbance, difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep, or restless, unsatisfying sleep. And 7, anxiety or worry about having panic attacks, social phobia. Now, if you look at these 7 definitions for yourself, you can classify everybody on the planet as sufferers of anxiety. Every human being, even every animal, suffers from anxiety. Just looking at these basic definitions: restlessness and fatigue, difficulty concentrating, irritability, muscle tension. Is that not a part of being alive? Right? But we slap a label on it as if it's some sort of illness or some sort of sickness, as if there's something wrong, when it's really the symptoms of something else. And so I break this down in my book, Activate, and I'm going to go through just number 1, and then going forward, we'll do the other 7 in other upcoming videos. All right, so number 1, we're going to focus on the first symptom of anxiety being restlessness or feeling keyed up or on edge. Now, in my book, I break these down from a spiritual perspective. I incorporate ancient wisdom and my own philosophies that I developed on the journey of me uncovering that anxiety, depression, and suicidal thoughts for many of you is really the suppression of power that we have vilified and demonized and have hidden. And I only know this because I discovered this for myself. And so I'm going to share my breakdown of what it really means when you're experiencing restlessness or feeling keyed up or on edge when you are on your dark night of the soul journey. If you are a chosen one, if you are a phoenix that is rising through the ashes and rising up into the dawn of your new days, if you have experienced death and rebirth, if you are a chosen activated one, you are clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient, you are an empath, you have spiritual gifts and capabilities, you are probably suffering from extreme levels of what you think is anxiety, depression, and suicidal thoughts, because you haven't come fully to the forefront about your spiritual gifts or abilities. And maybe you didn't know that you had them. I didn't, not until I took the dark night of the soul journey. So again, let's go. Number 1, again, it's restlessness or feeling keyed up or on edge. This is the first symptom of anxiety. Now, here's my definition. The activated philosophy says this: I love to describe your hidden and suppressed power like this. Have you ever watched a wrestling match with tag team partners where one fighter is in the ring and the other is on the outside of the ropes waiting to be tagged in? Well, Your suppressed superpower is your tag team partner that is fully amped or keyed up on the outside of the ring with its hand out saying, tag me in. The feeling of restlessness that you're experiencing, if you're on this unorthodox path to mental health, is the impatience of your power growing thinner as you continue to give it the back seat in your life. Ain't that something? I gotta read that part again. The feeling of restlessness. Let me turn my notifications off, you guys. Bear with me. Let's keep going. The feeling of restlessness that you're experiencing, if you're on the unorthodox path to mental health, is the impatience of your power growing thinner as you continue to give it the back seat in your life. It's kind of like being in a relationship. The person doesn't pay you any attention, doesn't value you, doesn't listen to you, doesn't notice that you're there. You ever been in one of those toxic relationships? And your patience grows thinner and thinner because they're giving you the back seat. They're not hearing you. They're not seeing you, not feeling you, right? Like any human being, you're going to get real antsy, real impatient. And this is your power. The power that you suppress, that you hide, that you vilify, that you demonize, that you continue to give the back seat to. It's over your shit, basically. It's over it. It is the side effect of your stored up energy with nowhere to go and nothing to do but just sit there waiting on you to recognize it. What do you expect would happen with the act of continuously storing power that has no outlet? That's right. A massive explosion, system overload, system failure, and or even system shutdown. This on-edge, powerful you is an indication that you've played the overly humble, safe, hidden, and acceptable role long enough. Your power is much more dynamic than you have given it credit. And you have been taught about it throughout centuries. Excuse me. Your power is much more dynamic than you have given it credit, and that you've been taught about it throughout centuries. Your power is showing up as restlessness, again, going back to one of the symptoms of anxiety being restlessness or feeling keyed up on edge. Okay? Your power, is showing up as restlessness because it is done with being on the sidelines of your life. Your restlessness is your long-awaited power clawing at the doors within you. Now is the time to answer that calling of alchemical activation to set it free. Practice tagging your power in based on the 7 stages of your seed growth. Journey through the darkness of where you have kept your tag team power partner hidden. Do the inner dark work and allow yourself to be guided by your born with it intuition ancestors and the ancient ones to rise. Isn't that something? Isn't that powerful? Now, again, this is the philosophy that I share about what restlessness really is when you are on a spiritual journey. We have looked at mental disorders such as, again, anxiety, depression, and suicidal thoughts. That's the focus of my book, Activate. Okay, specifically, those are my focal points: anxiety, depression, and suicidal thoughts. I define mental disorders and mental illness. They are categorically different to me. I believe mental illness is one that you would definitely require medications for, continuous possible therapy. You have an actual diagnosis. There are some chemical imbalances in your body and in your brain, something that can be seen under a microscope, something that may be considered some sort of virus or bacteria, something that is imbalanced, right, in your chemical makeup, in your development. But when it comes to disorders, let's break down the word disorder. It just means something is out of order. It's in disorder. It's in disarray. And how I define anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, and some of these symptoms says that your power is scattered in other places, situations, things. Your power Power is scattered in your body, in your mind. It's out of order. It is not where it should be. It's hidden. It's oppressed. Okay. And the work to come into power of who you are, come into knowledge of who you are, to come into your purpose and your mission in life, to gain your confidence, to answer the calling of your life, to be bold, to speak up and step into certain rooms, knowing who you are and just why you're on the planet, right? When you haven't done that, this will often show up as disorder because you've not answered the calling of your power. You have not come into your power or your mission or your purpose. And so your power is fed up with you, honey. Your power is pissed off at you. And so what you're experiencing, if you're on this journey of spirituality, okay, if you're on this unorthodox and taboo journey of personal development, self-care, self-help, your power is merely saying, enough is enough. I'm tired of your shit. You're going to tag me in or what? And if you don't, you're going to suffer internally. Isn't that something? So that is my philosophy of one of the symptoms of anxiety. Again, there are 7. That was just number 1. Stay tuned for future content. I'm going to go through all 7. All right. You're not going to want to miss this. If this is for you, you'll know it's for you. For those of you who are subscribed here on Alchemynity, because turning pain into power is sexy. Thank you. This is what it looks like to turn pain into power, is getting these philosophical ideas, baby. Get up in here and get this wisdom. This is what it looks like to turn your pain into power. This is true alchemy. This is Alchemynity. For those of you who aren't subscribed here, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that subscribe button if you feel guided to do so. Make sure you like, share this video, and make sure to comment in the description, in the comment section. I love to hear from you. I love to hear your insight. If this speaks to you, let me know. Okay? Comment in the comment box. Say something. I don't know. What's a good rule of thumb? Tag me in, right? Go ahead and type tag me in the comment section that relates to tagging your power in, honey. Let's go ahead and get this. Let's go ahead and rise, y'all. We've come here for a reason. This cannot be all. There must be more than this provincial. There must be more than this provincial life, right? There's got to be more. There is more. And we must come together to share that more. All right. Anyway, I'll see y'all. I'll speak to y'all in the next cast. Ciao for now. Mwah.